and welcome to the CouncilCast. This is episode 195, being recorded on February 1st, 2022. The council is now in session, and as with every week, we'll make arbitrary decisions about topics on science, technology, and random shit.
Random shit?
With little background and next to no expertise.
Now do the Halo theme.
Do the
Halo
are final
theme, Brian.
and have no bearing on anything.
I don't know how that goes.
You know what? That's pretty close.
Hey, you started off well.
I don't know. I know it pretty well. Not real well.
It shows.
Thank you.
Something else that shows is robots performing complex keyhole intestinal surgery on pigs without human aid. It just goes to show that robots can do anything these days.
And I wonder if those pigs knew they were signing up for that.
Isn't this the second pig thing we've had in as many weeks?
You really can't have enough.
We're trying to appeal to middle
You
America.
really can't have too many scientific pig stuff. I mean, they do a lot of experimenting on them, so.
What I'm curious about is why did they choose Johns Hopkins and not like Iowa State Veterinary Department to send this robot?
Well, maybe the robot. It's more about the robot than it is the pig.
Yeah, it's a test to see if this could be done on humans.
Yeah.
Which would be done at Johns Hopkins instead of something that they're going to waste money on doing to pigs, because being from Iowa, if a pig just dies, they just throw it into the dumpster.
Yeah, if it went to the Iowa State
that's
vet
debatable.
school, they would be saving the pig. Not.
Here's a very easy to follow.
Literally, no farmer would waste money
doing
on
intestinal surgery on a
doing
pig.
You know what? I'm really
Surgery
happy
on a pig.
reading this. It says specifically it had a structural light-based three-dimensional endoscope. I'm very, very happy that we've moved our medical instruments into the third dimension as opposed to just the second, where we're doing operations with like squares and circles and triangles. I'm going to assume that means that it has degrees of movement. Because it doesn't.
Nope, it's just the three-dimensional endoscopic machine.
Three-dimensional.
It's fully fleshed out.
It does all the dimensions. Wow.
So this little gadget here is a surgical tool, looks like, and this has linear stage image system. I don't know. It looks pretty simple. I mean, I could probably get my hands on this, figure it out in 15 minutes, just like I did Minecraft. So
wait, did this thing?
I like the name of it. It's called STAR, the Smart Tissue Autonomous Robot.
So no one's controlling this thing?
No one is. Not a human at all. The machine already knows exactly what's wrong with the pig and is able to fix it, I guess.
Really?
I don't know. I didn't read it.
Good time to be a pig.
So it's a pretty simple procedure combining two sections of the intestines, two ends up together. So like you had to go in there, scrape something out, or you had to remove part of the intestines because it was damaged or whatever, and then just conjoining them back together with a whole bunch of small incisions, and that was the procedure.
Mm.
So something very simple for a computer to identify this needs to be connected to here, and we're just going to go jink and stitch it up in a circle.
Can I get that Foley again?
Zip.
Jink.
Oh, juke.
Yeah, okay.
Uh,
We'll be using that in a production later.
there is a quote in the article saying it was significantly better than human doctors, but that quote is not attributed to anybody, so...
The quote was attributed to the pig.
Yeah,
Yeah, the pig.
probably.
The robot said it.
I mean, it's pretty cool if you could just have a bunch of rooms with all of these robots, and they just have an attending doctor that doesn't actually have to spend the time and energy to to stitch everybody, just to make sure everything's going well.
That sounds horrifying. I mean, you hope that it's like working right if it's going to hack into you and connect things.
I mean, I'm not holding my breath about it. I'm not worried about it. Not holding my breath about it, but I'm also not worried about it. I am excited though because this would be great. It's going to put a lot of doctors out of work, and
That's what you're after?
America needs less doctors.
Well, it'll
Fewer?
right now.
No, what we need is less insurance companies.
Actually, right now, all it's going to do is put veterinary surgeons that specialize in pig intestines. So those guys are all out of work.
Good point.
All those Iowa State grads,
Indubitably.
that's what they learned to do.
All those pig farmers.
No.
I'm going to give it a thumbs up for technology because I love technology.
Isn't this science? Science, technology, and then...
because of science.
I'm going to say thumbs down
Yes.
because I'm just tired of robots taking our jobs away. I mean, it's just one robot after another. Next thing you know, there won't be any jobs for anyone. I think it's really kind of a negative thing. I'm going to say thumbs down.
Are the robots coming for your job, Brian?
Yep, they are.
Are they really?
Yep. No, I have no idea.
They could probably do it better.
Probably could. Easier, quicker, faster.
Can't get COVID?
You know what?
True.
Something that is moving faster is a volcano blast.
You're not as
called
good at this as
Tonga.
Blaine as...
No.
Yeah, I know. That's why he said, "Hey, you're the Ponzi. You get to show up and just fill in for me, and you get to remind everyone why they love having me around."
This is pretty cool.
So I'm doing a good job, I think, of that.
Is there any other footage of this, or is it just this satellite image of it blowing up?
And is this on Earth?
Yeah,
Where
yes,
is
this is Earth. Wait, you can't be serious. You all heard about this.
Yeah, I heard about
Yes?
it.
Nope.
Are you fucking with me right now?
No, I heard it. I heard it.
Have been editing video constantly for the last 14 days.
Not this video, apparently.
Nope, not this one. They didn't ask me to chime in on
Yeah.
it. Let's
Big
show all
fucking
of our
volcano went off.
listeners.
There was a tsunami warning for the entire western seaboard.
Yeah.
Australia,
Kabloomers.
Hawaii.
Destruction. Huh.
It was a
pretty
big one.
big.
There's videos of it from the ground.
Yeah.
Where are those at?
So, there's some videos from it super close on the ground.
Woofda.
Not in this article.
Not in this article, it doesn't look like. But we got this.
Let me find a video.
You can see
You
that.
can get the shockwave and everything.
Pull it up. Pull it up and
I'm
share it,
gonna
I believe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is the one that I saw when I first heard about it. Was the satellite image?
Yeah, that was the one that was most popular, because especially the one that had New Zealand or Australia in there, so you had it for scale.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is
And then
incredible.
the other ones that have the atmospheric pressure, you can see the shock wave just travel the entire globe.
How do I send a chat? How does that work? There it is.
You can share down at the bottom. Share your actual screen.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
Chat.
When you click the share button, you can share. You can change from entire screen to window or Chrome tab.
Or he can have you do it.
Or send me the link.
It's in
I
chat.
already did. I'm just gonna do it because
Oh.
this is taking way longer than I thought. So here we go. Oh, I don't have it open in Chrome. God damn it! I fucking hate this program. Why is it Chrome only?
Here we go. I got you. Sharing in now.
The big shockwave happens at 140.
At 140. Okay, let's see it here. We'll just zoom right up to 130. So, looking at the sky there.
That's
It's
the
a big old volcano.
fucking
Cloud.
volcano eruption. Clouds.
Look at the circle in the air.
Oh, fuck! Holy shit! Fuck! Alu!
Oh my gosh, they're running.
Holy fuck!
Yeah. That's funny. That's really
And then we just have black video for a while. Yikes.
So, I mean, it was. I can't believe you didn't even read or hear about
I know.
this.
I can't believe I haven't heard anything about this.
I mean, Blaine's brother, I think they were putting a boat on the water and got like a 2 or 3 foot wave.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Woof.
Like, I got a buddy that sent me a picture of his weather station. It detected the pressure difference as the pressure wave traveled the globe.
See, I recently watched the movie Don't Look Up, and so it's pretty.
It's the same.
Pretty similar.
Yeah, it really is. It's basically universe mad at humans, universe kill humans.
So, what are they saying about it?
What do you mean?
Like, are they
this-
worried that
this-
there's going to be
this
like
happened a long
follow-up
time ago.
follow-up eruptions or anything?
Not really.
It's the largest explosion that we have like modern scientific record of. Bigger than any of the.
I mean, the big thing that I've read is that they're interested in determining whether, from the data that they have, they can predict future eruptions.
Did they have any
Like
idea?
About what?
Did they have any clue it was going to happen?
Oh, it was like erupting slowly. Like this wasn't instantaneous. Like it happened over the course of like some time, and then like it just went all out on like a couple of the like big pops. But some people were talking about like, oh, is this like, what's this going to do for like the warming of the planet or whatever? And apparently, eruptions like this actually, on average, decrease the planetary temperature for a certain amount of time due to what they push into the atmosphere. It reflects the rays instead.
So
So that's a bonus. The con is acid rain. That's not good.
there's a organization that set up a whole bunch of testing stations around the world to detect nuclear explosions and
Yeah.
things like that. There was a station in Austria, 10,000 miles away, that picked up the shockwave, and on the measurement scale, it was a little over 2 hectopascals in strength. Don't tell me what a hectopascal is. I don't know.
It sounds huge. Matt, do you have any idea how big that is?
It's either really fucking big or real goddamn small, Brian.
Thank you.
And just for a little comparison, the largest nuclear weapon ever tested, the Tars Bomba.
You mean the
from
Tsar
Soviet
Bomba?
Union. Tsar Bomba, yep. Had a shockwave in the 0.5 to 0.7 hectopascals.
Wait,
in
so how
New
big was this one?
Zealand. A little over 2.
He's a big boy. and like comparison though, it wasn't that big, right? Like if we go back to like, shit like Krakatoa and
Like world-ending stuff.
what about the
Pompeii?
What about the you remember was it the Halifax, Nova Scotia harbor
There you go.
explosion?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
How big was that one? That was a son of a bitch.
Not this big.
Really?
No.
Yeah,
That was leveled like a
this was-
whole town
This was
from the bay. Like that. What was that? A munitions ship exploded?
yeah.
Yep.
This leveled an entire island.
I suppose.
So
Like the-
this one though was out in the middle of the ocean,
Correct.
and so
But still close to populated area.
close to, but
Ish.
because of the water, I imagine, or because of how big it is, because it was underwater, it actually saved a lot of people. Is anyone
know
saying
how
that,
many-
or am I just imagining that?
Casualties were there finally. It wasn't a ton last I saw. 3 people died, some were injured, and then some possibly remain missing, mostly on Tonga.
Well, I give all the scientists a thumbs up for, 'cause this is still science, right? A thumbs up for
But why not?
measuring it in how much faster was this than the Kessel Run?
I'm gonna give you a thumbs down for trying to make that comparison.
Oh, brother.
Thank
Thumbs
you.
up for massive
I think we
explosions.
can all unanimously approve Dave's thumb down of how stupid my comment was. The other thing that was unanimously approved was the FCC's approval of nutrition labels for broadband services.
There's a
Amazing.
nutrition label. Are they just as confusing and as inaccurate as normal nutrition labels?
Yeah, it's all made up. How many calories in this apple? I don't know. We'd have to break it down and test it. There's no way of telling.
This apple's bigger than the other apple. How does it fit?
There's a nutrition label?
Oh, they're all 50 calories.
broadband
All of them are 50
services?
calories.
There's gonna be.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense. Slap a label on the tower. Everyone knows how many calories they're getting. And, you know, what percent fat your broadband is.
Ooh.
Like,
And how much zinc it
Whoa.
has.
Broadband has fat in it?
Introductory rates,
gonna be
later
me.
price tags. You know what? I like this shit. Anything that sticks it to the telcos, because they can fuck off. We gave them so much goddamn money to actually do something with, and you know what they did instead? They lined their pockets. They can all go to hell. That's why whenever, like, I hear Mediacom bitching about fucking Google Fiber and, what's the other one? On the north side.
Metronet?
Yeah, Metronet. Metronet already took over Ames. Mediacom's fucking sucking it up there, and now they're coming into Johnston, and I don't want to hear any complaining from Mediacom, because you know what they do? They overcharge, and their service is shitty. Like their down's good, their up's terrible, and they charge you
I've
way
already
too
signed-
goddamn much for it. It's like $160 a month after introductory rates for gig down, 50 up.
50 up. I signed up because they're coming to Des Moines now. They announced it middle of last year.
Who is?
I've already signed up to be notified.
Who is?
And Metronet.
As in, like, I might be able to get Metronet?
Yeah, they are doing all of Des
Fucking
Moines.
dope. I want Metronet over CenturyLink, and that's coming from CenturyLink has been nothing but great for me, but I want a smaller provider that I can actually be like, hey, I want IPv6 to work.
The 2-year 1 gig up and down symmetrical is $80.
See, maybe I said a CenturyLink then, because they've got a meet on price. It's $940 by $940 symmetrical, and I pay $65 a month.
I pay
Do they
$80.
have 2 gig options?
I pay $80 a month for Mediacom right now for 100 down,
But you know what I could do
10 up.
is I could get Metronet as a second line for backup.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be
So,
load balance it.
Yep, I have the equipment to do it. Why not?
which provider has the most fat? I just want to go back to that question.
Has the most what?
Fat. Because this has a nutrition
Fat.
guide on it now.
Oh, yeah.
Comcast.
It's based off
I
a
would
2,000
be up
calorie
there.
diet, so.
Spectrum would be up there.
I don't know, some Canadian provider.
Bell or Rogers.
Who
Definitely
are we
has
in a
lots
Twitter
of fat.
war with?
Does the nutrition label say 00000?
Yeah, this right here. This I agree with this comment of the old Arnie. They will also have to disclose later price hikes in the label, which is killer, because I cannot tell you how many Mediacom flyers I get. And I've tweeted at them before and begged them to stop, because you're not going to take my business from CenturyLink. Like, what you want to do is offer me worse service at a higher rate than I currently pay, and then hike that up over the next 4 years to where I'm paying like damn near $200 a month.
Oh yeah, the introductory rate is great. I would be more than happy to pay that forever. But when it goes up $20 a year, all the way up to what, $140 is
All you
their
have to
gig.
do is call them and tell them that you're going to another provider.
The part that drives me nuts is that, like, the free market is supposed to work this stuff out. Like, this is what all these companies want. They want competition and free market, right? Until it actually applies to them. So as soon as, like, Google Fiber and Metronet show up to start providing competition, Mediacom starts bitching their fucking head off.
Because they're going to lose money.
Yeah, let me just search that really quick. How many calories in broadband?
And I'm not saying this is easy. Like, it's not easy to get, like, right-of-ways and, like, trench and, like, run shit. But
The intro gig is $70, $10 less than what I pay for 100 down.
But it's, like, the down is
and
fine.
then it goes up.
Except it's more variable. And the
So
up
I found
is garbage.
this.
Like, 50 up is terrible, but that's just cable for you. Like, they don't have the infrastructure pushed to allow people to have high up speeds. They have to dedicate all their fucking streams to down.
So it looks like 300. No, that's not calories.
That was a data cap.
That's not calories.
35.
So you get 300 calories a month.
Oh my god, they're putting
Mbps.
latency,
Is that-
latency and shit on there?
Mbps.
Yeah, so that's 53
That
down,
has to
6
be
up
your
with a
blood
35
pressure. Something to do with your blood
with a
pressure.
35 millisecond latency and a 0.08% packet loss.
That's still terrible packet loss.
This down here, though, yeah, that's bad. This down here, though, application-specific network management practices, yes, and subscriber-triggered network management practices, yes.
I'm really disappointed there are no vitamins,
Oh, God.
no protein.
There's
Not
no redeeming values to
to broadband.
broadband.
Well, you heard it here first, folks. Broadband sucks.
We have the proof right in front of us.
Look, no protein. They always show protein.
My stuff through
Carbohydrates,
CenturyLink is actually cheaper
nothing.
than the plan I was on because I switched from a postpaid plan to a prepaid plan.
Postpaid to prepaid?
I give them their money sooner.
That's a smart idea. That's a light bulb idea.
Bing!
And guess what? These new smart bulbs can actually track your sleep.
So full of shit.
Okay, so I'm really concerned about this one. Because
Why?
these
You don't
light
like things
bulbs,
watching you while you're
well,
sleeping?
the light bulbs are using,
Ooh, these look pretty.
these light bulbs are using radar.
Yeah, but Logan doesn't have to worry about these. He doesn't sleep.
Why do you have ads?
Because I don't have an ad blocker. Because I'm in advertising, and if I have an ad blocker, then I can't go check on the status of the ads that I'm running on things. Well, here, there, no ads. There you go. The ads are gone.
looks-
You
that
also
looks
can't
right.
read any of the text.
No.
Can we get it in red?
Radar.
Why do I
Concerned
need
about the
my
radar.
All right. Why do I need my light bulb to do this?
Because you don't want to wear your watch because it's annoying to
Because-
have it on while you sleep.
This is why.
And you don't
this
want your
kind of
phone
shit-
on all night.
This kind of shit is why people call it the Internet of Shit instead of the Internet of Things. Because I'm with the person the other day, wherever I fucking saw this, I don't know if I saw this in a work chat or in Discord, but somebody couldn't do their dishes or their laundry because their device needed a firmware update, and it wouldn't let them do their thing until it updated. And are you fucking kidding me? Whoever asked for this shit?
We did, apparently.
Apparently.
We kept buying it. We just kept buying stuff, and they're like, you know what? Well, we can make it better, and we could sell it to you. We could sell the same. You want a phone? Here's a phone, and then you know what? I can make it better. Oh, it already seems pretty good. Nope, it can be better. It's gonna be way better. Let's do
Did you
firmware
see the
update.
video of the two dudes delivering the like $5,000 fridge with a big ass screen on it and Wi-Fi, and they dropped it down the person's front steps?
No, I didn't. That
Yeah,
hurts.
You'll be
hurts
able to
my
go to
insides.
the return store somewhere, or like the Dings and Dents store, and pick that up for like $1,000.
So, but how does this work? It uses like the
It
light
uses
bulb.
frequency modulated continuous wave radar.
Radar.
Which in layman's terms is have you ever seen a bat?
No.
It's very similar to.
Well, yes, I have. I have played baseball.
It's very similar to when a bat's flying through your house and you try to shoo it out with a tennis racket.
I don't have a tennis racket.
No, that's something else. I don't know, but it works similarly to Google's Soli chip, if that helps you at all.
Actually, it's better to hit him with a racquetball racket.
So, but like,
yeah, you can get a lot. You can get a lot
more torque,
wrist action.
Snap that sucker right out the front door.
Like the light bulb can detect heart rate and body temperature. That's crazy. How much
apparently
do these things
this sort
cost?
of radar actually, this radar-based technology, it has gained traction in recent years because it's less invasive at tracking vital signs for multiple people, which is horrifying. Why do we need to be tracked? What are we so?
And I think
if you're not sleeping well, you wake up and you're like, I'm still tired.
Yeah.
There's your tracking.
I didn't realize it, but I was standing up in the night.
You sound like an old man.
Matt, so this washing machine, is this the firmware? Is it on the machine or is it on your app that you want to run the machine with?
No, it's on the machine.
Oh, brother. Okay.
So, like, because it's internet connected, it's like, oh, I'm not going to do your wash until, like, I do my thing.
Oh, good.
And you're like, I'm just going to buy a Speed Queen next time. I'm not gonna buy your stupid ass thing anymore, LG.
Yeah, I don't like this light bulb tracking my sleep thing.
Well, I mean, I already have a Fitbit that does sleep tracking. How is this much different?
Well, you have to wear the Fitbit.
Well, you don't have to wear the Fitbit.
Yeah.
You just have the light bulb sitting next to you, and it's watching you with sonar.
Radar.
Radar.
Yeah, that's my problem.
Radar.
I'm going to say down with radar.
The light will, like, change colors to show if there's something going wrong.
So, kind of a tangent story here. I know this is odd coming from me. I never do this. Did you know that some LED bulbs can put out enough electromagnetic interference to make your garage door not work?
What?
No. How big are these LED bulbs?
Just regular size LED bulbs? First class, Sergeant Asshole, sir, or whatever the fuck he says, private asshole.
You really are a spaceball.
Just wanted to get to this.
Oh, are these bloopers? Because he was laughing.
No, this is where they go to the radar.
Oh.
Yep.
The bleeps,
Mr. Coffee.
the sweeps, and the creeps.
The what? The what? The what? Sir, no, sir.
Okay, yeah, I bet we can't play this.
Yeah, we can.
Anyway.
It's not like we've
put
been
radar. There it
demonetized
is.
already.
Oh yeah, we're
We've
definitely
been
demonetized.
I put LED bulbs in my garage door opener, and the remote didn't work anymore. And I thought that I wasn't programmed right or what, and it took me a while. And then I finally figured out it was the light bulbs. Works fine with what are they? The little
Incandescent
tubes or those No, the tube ones.
Oh, okay. CFLs,
yeah. And then I Googled it. I'm like, garage door doesn't work, and it completed it for me. It was like with LED bulb, and I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
Wow.
Like,
Thanks,
you
Google,
either
for
read
listening
mind
to
or
my
this is a
complaints.
problem people have. Apparently, it's a thing. Some LED bulbs are just not like they create a bunch of interference and make it so that within the frequency of common garage door remotes, makes so that the receiver can't work.
Well,
Yeah, our fans and lights in our house are all have like a radio signal remote, so you can walk in. You can be like, "Oh, I want to turn on the lights in the living room from the bathroom," or whatever people do. Well, I just leave it in the little hook on the wall that it came with, and it never moves. So, but
So you don't have to get out of
apparently
bed to
all of
turn
our
it on
neighbors
off.
have the same exact thing.
Oh yeah,
Because sometimes they'll turn off their light in the middle of the night and it will turn ours on, which is always great because you get woken up at 3 a.m. with the light turning on and you're like, who's in here it can't be anyone because I don't see anyone, but somebody very clearly just turned the light on without it being
Okay,
me.
and I know you've told me this story
baby.
before, and I'm pretty sure I said
Yeah.
exactly what I'm about to say, but aren't those things supposed to auto not interfere with each other? Like, I understand
You
if you have
would think so.
1,000 of them all in one spot, you've probably exhausted their ability to...
I almost guarantee it's the exact same thing as a garage door where you just click the little buttons up and
Dip
down and
switch.
say this is the
The
frequency.
old school dip
I'm
switch.
Yep.
sure they are. Yeah.
And so I'm like, I could go change it, but then is it going to switch to one of the other lights in my house? Is it going to switch to one of the other lights in somebody else's house? So now I'm just fighting with a different neighbor without them knowing it? Or turning off somebody else's light? I'm like, I would just rather both of us come to an agreement silently that we're not ever turning this light on and off ever. It's just going to be a light that doesn't get turned on and off. So,
Well, and if they're turning yours on, you can turn theirs off or back on at 3 a.m.
or back on, or we just get synced up so that we're both turning it on. Like we'll turn their light off and on for them, or vice
Yeah, there
versa.
you
But it's always just synced up. Something else that can get synced up are multiple microphones that Tesla is selling for karaoke in China.
God.
This could be used
Is karaoke
while
a
you're
big thing in China?
driving.
What? Why?
Yeah, they love karaoke.
Oh, karaoke's huge in China.
Yeah, karaoke is huge in
Not
South Korea, and then other neighboring countries seem to have appropriated it or
So
assimilated
this
it.
is
or
supposed to
whatever.
let you karaoke in the car.
yes.
Only $200 a pop.
You can sing along to the radio for free.
Not with a microphone that syncs with your car.
What is it syncing?
Oh, it's okay.
It's
It's okay.
syncing so that-
It's okay. It's okay. They have a button that you press that says "I'm a passenger,"
You can sing
Yep.
to the
Oh.
radio if you're the driver.
I was worried about that.
and the song that is displayed here in the thing is "Party in the USA" by Miley Cyrus.
That's my jam right there.
And
your jam.
and when you're singing as the driver to the radio, you don't need to also be reading the words that bounce along the screen and then get into a wreck.
But the top photo very clearly shows
The driver.
also participating. So hopefully they're
and
part.
so-
Instead of "Party in the USA," shouldn't it be "Party in the PLA" instead?
Or party in the CIA.
I'm going to say, I know that there's more to discuss.
Karaoke.
but I'm going to say thumbs down because this is
Karaoke-
stupid.
Karaoke is
no,
for
this
everyone.
is technology.
All right, you
But
heard
the
it
What's
lyrics
here
stupid
are
about this
only
is that it's in the
Ryan
wrong
hates
category.
music, just like Jeff Bezos.
Because that's what I said.
This is in the wrong category. This is very clearly technology, and it's under random shit. So I don't.
Well, Blaine's
don't-
not here to
I
take
don't like it for that
responsibility
reason.
for messing up the topics again, but clearly.
Always throwing real technology into random
Yeah, I think what was the first topic we had?
I forget.
It was also technology.
What was the topic? Because that was random shit.
Are you sure?
That was a robot performing surgery
Yes.
on a pig.
Oh yeah, robot performing.
That should be in random shit. And this
Okay.
one,
All right. All right.
microphones that sync with your car should go to technology.
So I want to read.
What I'm curious is, are these large diaphragm or small diaphragm?
I don't think it
microphones?
matters.
Yeah, what's the
And-
quality of these?
Oh my God! Fuck you guys. I want to read this
What's
comment
the pickup range like?
From-
What's the comment?
Cult of
cone-
Cedar because this provides some context. They say, as much as people hate it here, it's wildly popular in Asia. I mean, I even suffered through it when I was younger in dinky little karaoke spots in Sunset Park and Chinatown in Manhattan. People might think it's dumb, but my mother-in-law and her friends thought it was the most impressive part of my car. If my mother-in-law got it, she would 110% buy the microphone. Can't really say I'd buy that, though. So this person, at least anecdotally, is like, oh yeah, like, you know, these things sell like hotcakes.
Oh, I am not doubting at all that is the case.
It's
but,
cultural.
You know, you still got to wonder, how good are these microphones? They're $200.
Do they have to be good? Why?
I don't know.
No, they don't.
Because it's a Tesla.
So when you get done
I mean-
singing the song, do you get a score like you do on the rock thing with the guitars?
GarageBand?
Yeah, GarageBand. You get a score.
No, GarageBand's the app.
Rock Band.
Rock
No,
Band, whatever
Rock Band's
it
not
is.
the one where you sang. What was the other one? There was another one.
Rockstar.
Is that what it was called? That's a
I think
developer.
Rock Band had a.
Four Loco.
Huh? No, there were two. There were two competing ones.
Oh yeah, Rock Band versus Guitar Hero.
And
Rock Band had a mic.
it was called Rock Band. I was
Okay,
thinking
so
Guitar Hero. My bad.
Someone a couple weeks from now is going to say how
My
they
bad.
took Rock Band and put it into their Tesla screen so that they could play the guitar and sing while they're driving.
For some reason, I was thinking.
Well,
Guitar.
the car self-drives, so they'll
There
be
you go.
fine.
No problem.
Yeah,
Like, can
no
can
problems
you
at all.
install your own Android apps to a Tesla yet?
no, I don't think so.
I'm sure somebody
It
will
doesn't-
figure it out.
As far as
We'll
I
read an
know, it
article
doesn't
about
run Android.
Oh,
Unless it's running like a super heavily modified version of it. Like it's not Android Auto, that's for sure. I think it's their own custom software. It might be based.
there is a Tesla app store.
Yeah,
So
custom
has anybody
software
hacked
is.
that to like add a modified version of Guitar Hero?
I could do it right now. Here, let me type
Custom
really
software
fast.
like Tesla's the not the only company that's considering custom software. FedEx is also considering custom software to
Guide
That's
there.
good.
provide anti-missile lasers.
Wait.
And it's
FedEx
actually
is
FFA if it can do
FedEx
this.
is going to put countermeasures on their aircraft.
Lasers.
They have asked the
Freaking
FAA
lasers on
to
their
let them
freaking
install
airplanes.
on their cargo planes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
I mean, it makes sense. Did you guys ever watch the movie Castaway?
Yeah.
No.
If they would have had these,
It could have shot down the
then
storm.
maybe we would have been able to have Tom Hanks sooner.
I
and we would
have
made a lot
heard
more
that
movies.
launching a nuclear bomb into a hurricane can solve that problem. So maybe
Setting off a nuke can solve a lot of problems and get rid of your enemies. It can solve a fucking hurricane. It can start the
Anti-missile-
core back up.
Castaway 2.
That-
and then that's
To
where
blow
he
up an
ends up is on
asteroid.
Tonga.
Can blow up an asteroid.
Oops.
Do all kinds of shit.
Yeah. So I think this is both necessary and horrifying.
Yeah, some small plane gets too close to this. Is it? You say FedEx?
I mean, think about my drone. If I wanted to fly my drone up in federal airspace, I don't want it shot down by a FedEx. By of all things,
You know,
by a
if
FedEx cargo
if
plane.
I were UPS, and I would be giving this a side eye. I'd be, unless I've also got lasers on my plane, I'd be real worried this was the.
Okay, so now I'm wondering, does Air Force
takeover
One
move.
have lasers on its plane to shoot down?
Air Force One
Oh,
absolutely has countermeasures.
No, countermeasures. Lasers.
Oh, I don't know about lasers. It has countermeasures, of which I assume there are multiple different types.
Have you ever watched it do a barrel roll? It's amazing.
that is a good trick.
Air Force One barrel roll. Look it up. It's amazing.
Did you ever see the video of that one pilot? Was it from Boeing? Where they were like, hey, we got to show this plane off to like investors or whatever, like Investor Day. They're like, put on a good show. And he's like, all right, I know what you mean. And he did like a barrel roll or flew inverted over the field. And they were like, don't ever fucking do that again.
Good work,
but it
don't ever
fucking worked.
but don't ever fucking do that again.
Yeah, let me see if I can find that story.
Yeah, what was that? That was with Denzel Washington.
Yeah, it's totally, that one is. Yeah, Denzel Washington acted in that book based on Michael Crichton's Airframe. Flight, yeah.
A 2012 film starring Denzel Washington. Yep. Directed by Robert Zemeckis. Wow.
I think it was.
You
the
ever watch
707?
the history of Robert Zemeckis? Like what he was up to when he first started?
Zemeckis?
He made some really bad films. Yeah. Accidentally so. I mean, it wasn't on purpose, obviously.
Where is this story? I'm trying to find this fucking thing.
It's a Boeing 707. Pilot Tex Johnson.
Tax. It's fucking, yeah. That's what it was.
I don't know. I think I'll be interested to see if they go through with it. Because then what I would like to know is if I can get lasers for my drone to shoot down birds that get in the way.
Well, Northrop in 2008 did test a system for this.
This is
and
Okay.
said it was ready for deployment in civilian aircraft. So, if your drone can support this contraption, I would say yes, you could get lasers to shoot down birds.
Oh my.
So he was called Tex because of the Stetson and cowboy boots he liked to wear, but he was best known for rolling a 707 prototype. Apparently, after the incident, as the video shows, the whole stunt was filmed and Tex was called in the office of his supervisor. When his boss asked him what the hell he thought he was doing rolling his airplane in the air, Tex simply replied, "I'm selling airplanes." That's like you gotta be confident as hell to drop that line. If they ever make a movie about this guy and that's like the climax, where it's got to be Matthew McConaughey. Or like Daniel Craig doing his southern accent, I guess. I don't know who else could do that.
No, McConaughey would be perfect.
McConaughey's just he's like smooth, right? Like that's what.
Well, I'm selling airplanes.
Yeah.
Well, there would be a Texas whistle on the S though. He'd be like, "I'm selling airplanes. I can't do it. I'm selling airplanes.
Selling airplanes." Yeah.
That's all.
I'm selling airplanes.
Yeah, so thumbs up to FedEx, and as far
Big
as
old
confidence
thumbs
goes,
down for UPS though.
as far as
How are my
confidence
packages
goes, I'm
going to get
confident.
here if they're not protected from missiles?
I say
Yeah,
thumbs
I
up for
definitely have to
lasers.
ship
Truth.
everything by FedEx then.
Yeah, no. FedEx for me is garbage for the most part. I've yet to have a problem with UPS. All of my problems have ever been with FedEx.
You see them up there a little bit too much,
Really?
too crowded in the
Well,
skies.
maybe that's what these lasers are supposed
Yeah.
to help prevent, right? Like my
Nope,
last FedEx package that showed up all fucked up.
Another
Because I'm all the missiles.
plane gets too close, zap. Yep.
It's like a mosquito.
Well, on that note, it's time for our Elon Musk pitches of the week.
Big ass fucking FedEx wide bodies to zap a Cessna 152 out of the air. Just like,
Oops.
gone. Little 16-year-old Timmy doing his first free solo.
Well, I wonder if if it'd be 5G safe as well.
Probably about 1,000 calories.
As if.
Yeah, how many calories would that be? It's a good question.
How many
Ryan.
calories would 5G safe be? I imagine it's very similar to Coke Zero. So 5G safe it has all the benefits of tasting bad like Coke Zero and none of the calories.
That's a perfect analogy. I love it.
It's a healthier option than
It's a
your
healthier
other
option
than just
than
broadband. Anyone have a pitch for Elon this week?
I do. I want him to
Okay.
perfect the process of miniaturizing things, so he can miniaturize a surgical team and a submarine, and then he can send that inside of a pig, so the pig doesn't have to be operated on by two robotic arms coming down and just hacking things away. So that's what I want Elon to do. They had this back in the 50s, I think, and then they just lost sight of what they were doing.
So doctors can
50s or 60s, maybe. Was it the 70s? When did they have this? They had miniaturizing submarines with medical crews that went inside of people and fixed them up.
so performing surgery rather than robot.
there
on pigs.
was
That
a.
makes perfect sense.
I think they did have something like that, and the shrinking object was a school bus,
Come on now.
run by
I'm an old cowhand
by
And
Miss
you're
Frizzle.
from the
You're
Rio
irresponsible.
Grande. We'll call it Project Magic Bus.
It's a fantastic voyage, I think, is what we're talking about.
Fantastic voyage. I give that a thumbs up. That seems perfectly logical and like a great use of our resources. Matt, Dave, you got anything?
I mean, not really a pitch, but just keep on doing his SpaceX thing, launching rockets and landing them. Never gets old. Watched another launch this week. It's pretty sweet watching the rocket land. Even though
He did it
they've landed
again.
104 of them now.
How many have they crashed?
Irrelevant.
Less than 10.
I think that's pretty cool that the rocket relands, comes back down. That's pretty crazy.
So is it the same rocket that they've landed 110 times?
No. This one was a side booster from Falcon Heavy this last time. I think the most relaunches they've had is 9.
Well, that's certainly a money saver on this billion-dollar industry. So I guess that's good. It's trillion-dollar industry now?
You gotta be fucking kidding me. Somebody played Africa by Toto in Majora's Mask.
11. There's a booster that has launched 11 times.
Well, that one knows the way back, so that's not fair.
There have been 3 that have launched 10. That's just crazy.
Yeah. I mean, the guys who landed on the moon, they only ever had one rocket, so. And it only went up once and came back once.
They've had 5 failures. They have several that they have not attempted to recover.
Where did they go?
Where did they
Yeah.
land?
Some of them. There's one that's about ready to land on the moon.
Okay.
That launched 5 years ago. It's been a long trip.
Yeah.
Not that
Why?
far away.
Why so long? It's going real slow.
We talked about this like last week or 2 weeks ago.
I don't pay attention.
I wasn't here.
Oh, okay. A couple of them have just, like, other ones have just floated off into space. I think there's...
Oh, is this one? Is it landing on the moon because it's technically just crashing into the moon?
Yes.
Got it. Okay, yeah, that's right.
I
Crash
think a
land.
couple of them have, like, crashed into the ocean. They didn't attempt to recover them.
Fell into the Bering Strait.
Fell into the
Yep.
that Tonga
Volcano.
caused it to erupt. Nice job.
The fastest turnaround from landing to relaunch has been 27 days.
They had to do a complete rebuild, but it was the same rocket.
It wasn't a complete rebuild. It was they recertified. You know, like
They replaced each piece one piece at a time, but it was still the same rocket.
Exactly,
Pieces
because-
from the
Don't worry.
factory.
they didn't completely take it apart. They just did it one at a time.
One at a time. I give that a thumbs up. Just keep doing what you're doing, I guess. Elon, that's the best pitch we've ever given you. Just whatever you're doing, just keep doing it. Matt, you got anything?
Nah, I'm watching YouTube videos.
Matt says, "Watch YouTube." I like that. I want Elon to create the perfect computer.
Oh, that's nice.
I want it to be perfect and that it won't break. I want it to be something that as you need more RAM, it creates more RAM for you. When you need more video, graphics, power, it creates more graphics
I have a name for
power
that product. It's called AI.
You can already
want him
get
to
more
build-
RAM by going to downloadmoreram.com.
That's all I got to do.
Yeah, that's all you got to do. And you just
Perfect.
download. I am downloading
Make-
32 gig right now.
Make the perfect computer. That's it. Just the perfect. I just want it to be the fastest, and I want it to have. You ever watch the movie Transformers? I want it to be like one of those computers because they could change and make more RAM faster.
There
Or
is
graphics
more
or whatever.
Turn
than
into a
what
coffee
meets
pot
the
or
eye.
whatever you need.
Storage.
Sure.
Yeah, it could turn into a coffee pot. Perfect computer.
I
Right
love it.
there. Well, with that, I'm going to call this council meeting adjourned. I want to thank you all for listening. We record this podcast live Tuesday nights on
We
YouTube.
can't hear
If
you.
you like what you saw, you can check out all of the past. Oh, you can't hear me?
No, your music is way too loud.
Way too loud.
Right now, there you go.
Is that better?
You
you're
might as well
close-
be like,
I'll start the music over. Don't worry.
ridiculous.
And with that, I'm calling this council meeting adjourned. Thanks for listening. We record this podcast live on Tuesday nights with all of our wonderful intros and outros and mistakes and everyone's love for what I'm doing here. You can also find the audio files on iTunes, or maybe you can't. If you have any questions, blah, 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 message us at I don't care at councilcast.org. And the music's over. So thanks for listening. Goodbye.
Oh my. Best